It's done. With this video, done.
Put that phone up.
They're keeping. They won't let me
It's done.
open the door. Why are you snatching my car?
Sheesh.
You can't now just snatch my car.
So by now you might have seen the fiasco that AUNTKAREN found herself in over the Christmas holiday weekend when she went into an emergency room to take care of some toothache she was having. Apparently she had some kind of like tooth infection. You know, there's a lot to unpack when it comes down to that situation. But some of the key takeaways, it's some of the stuff that with a simple Google search, I was able to put together for us to understand a few things. Now, let me go ahead and, preface this whole thing by saying that while I understand that some of you guys have, let's put it, some really strong opinions about AUNTKAREN because of her time that she has, spent on TikTok outing people, some might even say doxing people, I want to make sure that we go into this with an objective point of view, right? Because, well, if we go on subjectivity, this video would never end. I'll just leave it there. But again, going back to trying to be as objective as we possibly can, in watching these videos, I want to share a couple of things. So, Michigan recording in a public place, right? Under certain circumstance, you can record conversations in Michigan. Courts in the state of Michigan have recognized that an individual who is part of a conversation does not need the permission of other participants to record in the conversation. The case law in Michigan is very clear on this point. And then after that, the other tab here that I have with, again, a simple search term, does HIPAA apply to everyone? HIPAA only applies to covered entities and their business associates. And then finally, one that's actually going to be key in whatever, lawsuit that unfortunately the hospital, including the security detail company, will have to face when it's filed by whoever's going to represent AUNTKAREN. And that is Michigan Penal Code, right? This excerpt here that says unlawful imprisonment. There's a whole bunch of sections, but the one that we should focus on is a restrained person was secretly confined. Now, I will explain why I say secret, right? And again, it doesn't mean that these other circumstances or whatever don't apply also to AUNTKAREN, but this particular one is the one we should really look into and focus on today when we're watching these videos. So in the first video here, we see a doctor that's dealing with an irate customer or patient, right? And here, essentially, what's been happening, from what I gather, people were in an emergency room. Again, this is over the holiday weekend, and tempers are running high, right? There's a long wait time, understandably so, but this patient is just pissed off. She just wants to get help. Now, one thing that we should understand is that this patient is allegedly also pregnant, which does matter because I get it, right? I get how uncomfortable it must be just to be sitting in those hard chairs. Here's where I feel the doctor went wrong. He keeps coming back to argue with the patient, trying to control a situation, trying to intimidate her. There's a lot to argue here, right? Doesn't mean that I don't get that the doctor is not tired. Maybe this is the end of his shift. I get it. But here, the back and forth, it's even irrelevant what they're talking about. In case you're wondering, like, what are they saying? Trust me, it's irrelevant, right? She's pissed off that no one's there. He's saying that someone will be here. It's unnecessary. Again, even now, where you saw them, supposedly leave, they keep coming back, right? Not to kind of like ease her tension, not to kind of calm her down, just to prove that they are the ones that are right. And it's not helping anyone, right? Let's move on to the next video.
Nurse threatened a pregnant woman with security because her feelings got hurt.
Here afterwards, I guess the nurse is sent in to kind of like calm the situation further, which it doesn't. And one of the things that I noticed is that they tell the patient, there's other people here that are having a heart attack. This nurse decides to come in, calm her down, while at the same time also kind of like belittling her, and whatever she's going through by saying, well, we have people here having actual heart attacks. It's not like you're having one. That's not going to help anything, right? And that's what clearly happens here.
The man is going to be in here in a couple of minutes. If this and that doesn't happen. And like I told him, I said, so you just told me that. You don't have to come here and keep telling me about other people's illness. Everybody in here is sick, okay? I understand that. Right, but what we're trying to explain is there are people who are having heart attacks. I get that, but you don't have to lie. I'm a face. Don't talk to me like that. Bye.
So listen, at that point, obviously, yet again, we see situation, unfortunately, continue to unravel, right? In a negative direction. She says, like I said, there's people here actually having heart attacks, trying to back up what the doctor said. It's not going to help, right? And then the patient in this situation has no other option but to patronize him, right? By kind of just cutting her off and saying, nope, bye, I don't need you, bye, right? Now, this is where the nurse that unfortunately is going to come up, in other videos, because he's the one that gets involved with AUNTKAREN. He gets all pissy and stuff like that, and AUNTKAREN blasts him all over social media, which I don't agree with necessarily. But the guy should have just did what he did here, which is just do your job, dude, and move on. But no, he decides to get further involved, and you'll see here in just a minute.
On my face. On my face. Thank you.
Why would you get security? She's pregnant. Why?
So I guess the doctor might have mentioned, like, we can get security, and now that nurse said, well, I wasn't going to get security. It's like, come on.
Why would you get security?
Yeah.
She doesn't need security. She's not doing anything.
You in my face.
You came all the way over here to talk to her.
Can I see your ID, please?
Y'all not finna get security on no pregnant woman in here. Y'all got me messed up.
I've been sitting with her since she came in before me. She was the one right before me, and she's not wrong at all. I'm so sick of people.
So it looks like that there's a third person that got involved off camera that said that, I guess, the pregnant woman who had been sitting there way before even she came in, implying that, hey, I've been sitting here for a long time, and that person was already in here. So I think we can all see a clear picture here that it was a busy day in that particular emergency room.
Like, what? Because I'm black? Is that why? You want to get security?
Right.
Black?
Well, listen, I'm going to be fair, right? It's all about trying to be as objective as we can. No, it's not because you're black. It's because, you're being loud. Obviously, you're being, irate, patronizing the medical staff. You said it yourself, hey, I know everybody else in here is sick. So 2 rights don't make a wrong in my point of view. But no, I don't think they're treating you in any different way because you're black, or they're calling security because you're black. I think they would have called security on anyone acting like that.
What's security necessary for? She ain't threatened nobody. She ain't saying nothing to nobody.
I'm asking them to get on my face. Why y'all keep coming in my face? I have that right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, because you did exactly what you said you were going to do.
I'm trying. Like I said, we were busy. I was dealing with some heart attacks.
Keep on bringing the fucking heart attacks. Again, the guy, he put a little, his little remarks in there. It wasn't enough.
I understand that. But
You had to keep going.
My face and tagging out of me is like, for what?
All right, this should make you feel a little better, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so at this point, the guy walks out. As you saw just, 30 seconds ago, I think it was. We saw that at one point, this guy walks in and notices that, oh, she's recording. The lady across, my patient is recording, right? There, right? Like I said, he's like, damn, she's recording. Why do I mention this? Because then allegedly the following situation happened.
Who said that I can't record? Who said that I can't record?
So obviously that's the same nurse. He went to go get the security. Now, I'm going to tell you something outright, and there is no reason to dance around it. If there's anyone here that's to blame, that are the idiots, put it in this situation, it's these two guys. These two guys, which is why I brought up earlier, the Michigan Penal Code for unlawful imprisonment, and then what is HIPAA? Because it's important for us to understand these two, so that we understand the idiocy behind what happens when ill-trained professionals are involved in a situation like they probably got themselves already in a lawsuit, right? I don't know for sure if AUNTKAREN is suing, but I think at this point we can be pretty confident that AUNTKAREN is going to sue. She's going to walk away, as they say, with a big bag.
HIPAA law. You cannot. Come on.
No. What are you doing?
We need to talk to you. Come on.
We need to talk to you. Let's go.
So wait, why do I have the police here?
So they're not police. They're security. And you can see it on their tags there. And they keep repeating, it's HIPAA law, it's HIPAA law. These two morons probably sat down in one of those mandatory 20-hour classes to become like security personnel at a hospital. They probably mentioned HIPAA loosely, probably trained by another moron. And then they're like, okay, got it. So HIPAA, okay, got it. The A because of B, and then D comes after C, and then C comes after F. Got it. And it's like, yep, nobody corrected them. That's what happens when you don't pay attention, or you have some really shitty training class, right? And then you get this.
Video taping. That's HIPAA law violation.
Who said that?
That's federal law. You're violating.
You're doing it right now.
Because you're trying for what?
Did anybody touch you? You still recording?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. So I'm getting kicked out for what now?
We're just talking to you. Come on.
Notice this part. Notice that this person is walking AUNTKAREN, didn't say where she's going to. I want to make sure you guys pay attention to all this, because the lawyer is going to do the same thing we're doing now. Take all this frame by frame. right? He's just like, come here, we're gonna go over here. Where?
I'm recording for my safety.
Your safety shouldn't be on TikTok.
Big mistake. No one person gets to deem, especially unqualified, right? You're not authority. You're not even a law enforcement agent. You don't get to tell people, oh, you can't do A to feel safe. You don't get to do B. You only get to do C. No, you don't get to do that. So if she feels safe for whatever reason by putting it on TikTok, that's not for you to determine.
Your safety should not be on TikTok.
So what are you?
Delete that video.
No.
Man, how would you feel?
No, I'm not deleting nothing.
Would you listen?
I am not deleting
Would you
nothing.
listen?
We're gonna call Dearborn.
You're gonna go to jail.
I'm gonna go to jail for what?
He's saying what I call Dearborn, as in like the local police.
Federal law, it's called HIPAA violation. You are forbidden to videotape other patients.
Out of these two morons, by the way, please pay attention to the bald one. The one that has a really, really inflated ego. Like, he literally says, I'm in charge. You'll see who I'm talking about.
That's in all hospitals.
Period. That's in all hospitals.
Why do you have a security system?
For the safety of
That's
you
the
and
safety
everybody
of you
else.
So I'm recording for the safety of me.
This is how ill-prepared they are. They're both kind of just going off whatever the other moron is saying. Like, you hear that? You know, he was like, oh, she's like, what's a pretty valid question. Why do you guys have cameras in? They're thinking like, oh, it's because of your safety. And the other moron's like, yeah. Well, yeah, because of your safety. And they do that over and over. Watch.
No. Then you're gonna have to leave.
Okay.
What was the safety of you recording me?
Okay, I'll leave.
Why are you recording him?
I wasn't recording him.
You are. You're recording now.
Well, you're in my face right now. You're in my. Yes.
So why are you recording?
He has his cell phone out. Somebody in the comments of her videos mentioned something interesting. By the way, I know you can argue maybe he's on break or he was on break. What is he doing on TikTok? Does he follow AUNTKAREN? What are you doing? How did you know? Because you just said he's the same guy, remember, in the previous video that told a pregnant woman, hey, we're very busy. In fact, I was dealing with a heart attack.
Like I said, we were busy. I was dealing with some heart attacks.
Again, yes, on one hand you can argue maybe he saw it during break. Maybe another staffer there told him. Regardless, why is your phone out if you're that allegedly that busy?
Because you're in my face right now. Why am I being ganged up on by three people? I want space. First of all, there should be no reason.
Now notice, again, what I even have still up here, right? The restraint of a person, right, that was done secretly, was secretly confined. So very much, she was secretly confined. What room is that? Look at behind this guy, CRP14. What is that? Is that a storage room? Like, what is, there's a chair there maybe, but what is that? They didn't tell anyone, or she wasn't even told, hey, we're gonna put you in a different room, we need to talk to you. No, it's just come here.
So I'm getting kicked out for what now?
We're just talking to you. Come on, have a seat here.
And they are ganging up on her.
Outside.
Okay, let's go.
Stop recording.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, I don't want my video online.
Well,
Simple as
okay.
that. I didn't give her permission.
I'm sorry, you're gonna take me to jail for a video?
Take her out.
Yes.
No. You're gonna record his name.
Can you record the patient?
That's against the law.
You're gonna take me to
That's
jail
HIPAA law.
for...
You're violating HIPAA law by video.
Or you can delete the videos yourself.
Or you can delete it yourself, but you're
See what I mean? You're going to jail, but then the other moron says something. Maybe he's the one that people trust because he probably read the whole manual, this guy. And he's like, or you can just delete it. And the other guy, yeah, or you can just delete it. What?
against the law.
You're gonna take me to
That's
jail
HIPAA law.
for...
You're violating HIPAA law by video.
Or you can delete the videos yourself.
Or you can delete it yourself, but you're gonna leave.
Okay, can you take the IV
I'm
out?
not taking out anything.
I wasn't talking to you. Obviously, you're not a doctor or a healthcare
Obviously,
person.
I'm in charge.
What are you getting in my face
I'm not in your
for?
face.
Yes, you are.
Bet you're not in charge anymore. I can almost bet that you're not in charge anymore. Like, what is wrong with you? Again, let's put aside that this is AUNTKAREN. Like, if this was happening to you, to your loved ones, right? Just, who are you? Security? Like, what does it say right there? Something, Rennington? I don't even know what it says. I don't care. Bennington? I don't care. Security. Your job is to observe and report. That's literally the foundation of being a security guard. It's not to false imprison anyone in a, looks like to me like a closet. What is that? And when you tell, by the way, with the next video will for sure solidify the false imprisonment. In case you're like, well, they're not really imprisoning. Hold on, we're not done yet. But you see the arrogance of this moron?
I wasn't talking to you. Obviously, you're not a doctor or a healthcare
Obviously,
person.
I'm in charge.
What are you getting in my face
I'm not in your
for?
face.
Yes, you are.
What is that? What is that? God, man, is your ego that freaking frail? Obviously, I'm in charge. Let me just walk up to you. I'm in charge. Like, what is wrong with you, man? I don't care even if you're law enforcement. How small are you up here to feel like you have to kind of somehow make up with your body by intimidating a woman? Like, what the fuck?
You asked a question, I answered it.
I wasn't talking about you. The doctor guy walked around the
There
corner.
was no doctor. That wasn't a doctor.
So
That was a nurse.
Oh, okay.
So
All
are you
right.
gonna delete the videos or do we need to call Dearborn PD?
Okay. And what?
Are you gonna delete the videos or do we need to call Dearborn PD? I'll give you an option.
Okay.
Can we please call the PD because I don't want my video online.
You have no expectation of privacy. Please understand that. All right, I repeat it. Listen up. Us as U.S. citizens, outside of very private situations, our home is one of them. The restroom, public restrooms, arguably is one of them. Look it up. We have no expectation of privacy. That includes hospitals. So this nurse, that's why I said he should have just kept his mouth shut, did what he did in the first couple videos, walked out, have his remarks, and leave. But no, I want to call the police because I don't want my face recorded. You're done. You're done for acting like a moron like that. You have no expectation of privacy. Can I respect the fact that you're probably tired because you're a nurse and there's probably been a lot of patients coming in and out? Sure, I will respect that. But that's very far removed from you thinking that you have authority to tell people, A, because he did say that, remove it from your phone, remove it, delete it. No. Even cops can do that. And then obviously saying, yeah, I want the cops come here because I want my face on her phone or whatever. And then the other two freaking, Dumb and Dumber over there. It's like, okay, let me get on my little cool walkie-talkie here. Shut up, dude. Shut up. Stop.
9 dispatch, call Dearborn PD.
Thank you.
Who said? Wait. Can you? I didn't even say I wasn't going to delete it.
Okay, again, let's be fair. You actually did say that on Karen. In this video, actually. I can go back to it.
No.
There.
No. No.
said
I'm
no.
not deleting nothing.
I'm not deleting nothing. So on Karen, you did say I'm not deleting nothing. But again, I'm just trying to be objective here. And at the same time, yes, as much as I can critique Dumb and Dumber over there and this nurse on Karen, I mean, it's I get it. You're nervous. Let's just toss it off to that. You were nervous.
I didn't even say I wasn't going to delete it. I did not even say that I wasn't going to delete it.
Which is sad, right? Because they successfully did what they're trained to do, or arguably they're trained to do, because maybe nobody trained it. Maybe this just does them with their inflated egos, which is to intimidate people.
You're just saying you're not.
No, I said just get the IV out. You guys are freaking me out.
And why don't you stop videotaping, number one?
Because you're freaking me
cameras
out.
all
There's
around.
no camera in here.
You want to step outside where there's camera? You can come on right out. My videos need to be deleted. I did not give you permission.
Okay,
The
right.
patient did not give you permission.
Okay.
The doctor did not give you permission. You have multiple videos
okay.
online.
And you got other patients too.
And you got other patients.
Okay.
So the moment you publish that, you're going to jail. You're
She
breaking
already
federal
did.
laws. Is that
You see how he acts, man? I want to fucking punch this guy in the face. I swear.
clear?
They have TikTok.
Oh,
They used already.
Okay.
fucking just knock him right in the fucking left eye.
Yeah, 9 dispatch, patients.
People like this, man,
You,
is what
you
is
just
what
told me that I could just delete the video.
You already posted it.
people like this, idiots like this, is what makes so many other situations impossible, right? For us to live in, because they're going like this. Delete the video. No, don't delete the video. It's like, I'm in charge. It's just, who fucking hired you?
Can't take it back. It's already
Can't
posted.
take it back now.
You see how the Dumb and Dumber work? Literally. Watch.
Can't take it back. It's already
Can't
posted.
take it back now.
What's wrong with you, man? Like, is that daddy? Is that daddy or something? That's what my children do. Like, what? You're a grown ass man, and daddy's like, yeah, ABC, and he's like, ABC, yeah, EFG, EFG, EFG. God.
Unless you are under arrest, then walk. I can't. There's 2 officers guarding the door.
So between the video that we just saw and this one, right? I guess she paused maybe or something, or she didn't release the whole thing in its entirety. Who knows? But it looks like at one point the door gets shut. All's imprisonment.
They won't let me walk out. I can ask.
This is it. It's done. With this video, fucking done.
Put the phone up.
Open the door. Look, they won't
Put the phone up. She's pulling on that, and they're holding it.
let me open the door. They're keeping. They won't let me
It's done.
open the door. I want to leave. The officers
fucking
won't
done.
let me open the door.
She's gonna walk with a fat.
How can you?
fat
How can
bag.
you? How can you not let me open the door?
And then handling her like
What are
that?
you doing? Hey, why are you snatching my car?
Sheesh.
You cannot just snatch my car.
Go, man.
You can't do
No,
that.
I'm recording for my safety.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Don't touch me.
Get out.
Don't touch
Leave
me.
the hospital.
Don't touch
Put your
me.
phone in your pocket.
No.
She's recording.
I can. I'm not. No. No.
Pushing her like that, it's done. Like they're so done. That hospital is gonna do a big ass payout for Aunt Karen, big payout. And this doesn't mean again that I agree with Aunt Karen's past history, right? The way she has handled her social justice. But in this particular case, this is why I said this is game over. It's done, right? And by the way, we're gonna watch one last video in which she kind of gives a little bit more of the insides now that she's calmed down and stuff like that. But right before that, I know she has one where she outed the nurse.
I'm back home and I wanted to talk to you guys. This is the nurse that got upset and called security on me, which then called police on me because I recorded the woman who was being harassed and I posted it to TikTok. His name is Valen. And the doctor who refused to give me my medications after is this doctor here. This doctor here, Mitchell Garfield. After they detained me forcibly and then locked me in the room by holding the door shut so I couldn't open it, they refused to give me my pain medication. They refused to finish treatment and sent me home without any pain medicine to manage my pain.
Pain management, you got
This all happened at Beaumont Hospital in Dearborn, Michigan.
It's a wrap. That doctor might be like reviewed by the board, right? You know, who knows if he's a private practice and he's only contracting with the hospital, if they'll give him just a slap in the wrist or a fine, right? Or they'll ask him like, hey, if we get sued, you're coming along with us. The nurse, I think the nurse is done. Either he'll be transferred out or he's just done. The security should definitely be done. Like done. Both of those idiots do not belong securing anything. Like anything. I'm sorry. Like I don't think that they should be like freaking, you know, I don't know, like the public per se should prosecute them and let's destroy their lives. No, I don't believe in that. But I don't believe that they should be working as security, right? At least without extensive, and I mean extensive training, or just not work as a security guard at all. Go do something else. Like Amazon, I'm sure needs more employees, more delivery drivers, or just something else, right? But let's go into that one final video that I was talking about.
Let me recap what happened. So for those of you who are watching, who just came in, if you watch my last several videos, starting with the one with the pregnant woman and the nurse, I saw this doctor and this nurse was harassing this black pregnant woman. They both threatened to get security on her. When she was sitting in the waiting room, we were all talking, sitting in the waiting room, just complaining about the wait.
Hold on, time out. On Karen, as much as again, there's some stuff that I'm on your side. You're saying like, oh, they were just harassing her. We saw your videos. I don't know that necessarily construes harassment. Were they trying to maybe like, you know, have her quiet down because it is possible that between all of you guys getting pissed off and waiting, you know, you guys kept raising your voice, maybe kept what you would call throwing your voice, right? So it sounds like it's going farther by saying like, damn, I've been waiting here for a long time or something like that. Possibly, and that's what maybe they were trying to come in and, you know, say, hey, you know, keep it down. We're trying to do our best. There's people having a heart attack. But, you know, I don't know if you can say that that was harassment necessarily. Right? I'm trying to just be objective here and trying to be fair.
She was the one who was talking at the time, but then the nurse comes in and was like, what's going on? And I was like,
doesn't have a heart attack or something that this and that doesn't happen. I said, okay. He lays out, he comes back in and says, well, the man is going to be in here in a couple of minutes if this and that doesn't happen. And like I told him, I said, sir, you just told me that. You don't have to come in here and keep telling me about other people's illness. Everybody in here is sick, okay? I understand that.
damn, like, why are you coming in like that? So I started recording her coming in, and because I knew she was on some stuff. And she started talking to her, and the girl was like, girl, just get out of my face. Like, you, first of all, she's not even treating her. She's not her nurse. So she was just like, please get out of my face. just go,
Right, but what we're trying to explain is there are people who are having heart attacks. That's why there are people, that's why we're being told. I get that, but you don't have to lie. On my face. Please. Don't talk to me like that. Right, on my face. On my face.
And she was like, I'm calling security. And I was like, you're not calling security on a black pregnant woman who didn't do anything. You're just not going to do that.
I'm glad we get security. Thank you.
Why would you get security? She's pregnant. Why would you get security? She doesn't need security. She's not doing anything.
You in my face.
You came all the way over here to talk to her.
Can I see your ID, please?
And the doctor came in doing all his big murder talk, because obviously they were talking about this woman at the desk.
You arguing with me instead of.
No, I'm telling you, he's coming right now.
You just came in. He just.
And by the way, in case you're a little bit confused for whatever reason, the who he's coming is referring to is the nurse that we saw that finally went there, I guess, to deal with the IV.
Before he left. Then he just said it to you.
Talking about her, and Kate, this is what I believe, and then he wanted to puff out his chest, wanted to have the last word. So that's the second video you see.
We're gonna have a
I don't understand. You keep coming in here arguing for what?
She keeps acting up and disrupting everybody in here. Okay? Yeah, just let us know. Okay.
I then identified the doctor. I posted that. All of a sudden, about maybe an hour and a half later, because I'm still in the waiting room, the male nurse who's in that video comes around and he was like, I need you to come with me. And I said, at first I was like, oh yeah, sure. But then I felt his energy was off, and I looked up and I saw these two security guards right here. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And he was like, you have to come with me right now. And I was like, oh, no, hold on. Because Aunt Karen, we already going to go ahead. Let me go ahead and flip on the camera. And I started to record, and I'm like, why am I being forced to leave? He's like, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you. And
Who said that?
That's federal law. You're violating.
You're doing it right now.
Because you're trying for what?
Did anybody touch you? You still recording?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I'm like, no, you can talk to me right here. And he was like, no, come in. So they put me to a different area, a small room. 3 of them were in that room right in this video, this part here. And he was like, I need you to delete that video off of TikTok. This is what the male nurse was saying. And I was like, no. And he was like, you have to delete the video off of TikTok because you're violating HIPAA.
Your safety should not be on TikTok.
So what are you?
Delete that video.
No.
Man, how would you feel?
No, I'm not deleting nothing. I am not deleting nothing.
Listen.
Then oh boy, security guard. By the way, y'all, I have an HR degree. I work in HR. I wasn't violating HIPAA. But never mind you that. He was like, you're breaking federal law. We're gonna take you to jail. We're calling Dearborn PD. And I'm like, I'm sitting here like, over a video? You're calling Dearborn PD because I recorded a video?
You're gonna call Dearborn.
You're gonna go to jail.
I'm gonna go to jail for what?
You're breaking federal law. It's called HIPAA violation. You are forbidden to videotape other patients.
That's in all hospitals.
Period. That's in all hospitals.
Why do you have a security system?
For the safety of
That's
you
the
and
safety
everybody
of you
else.
So I'm recording for the safety of me.
No. Then you're gonna have to leave.
Okay.
What was the
And he was like, you can't do that. You can't do that. Y'all, I don't need permission to post a video that I recorded in a public area.
She's right. She's absolutely right. Not only does she not need permission, she's not violating HIPAA. And again, there is no expectation of privacy when we are in public.
They got frustrated because I was like, I'm not deleting the video and I'm not going to stop recording. So he was like, okay, we're going to call PD. They leave, shut the door. I get on live and I said, well, shit, let me go live. Let me let people know what's going to fucking happen because apparently I'm getting arrested. Let me let my fiance know what's happening. Let me let my sister know what's happening because it's fucking Christmas. I came in here because I have an infection in my mouth because of a fucking wisdom tooth. And I was just trying to get some pain medication and some antibiotics. And I opened the door because I said, okay, well, let me open the door and talk to the police officer or to the security guard. The security guard I was putting my foot on that wall right here trying to open the fucking door because the security guard was holding it shut.
The officers won't let me open the door.
I put that all on live. And so I'm sitting here like trying to open the door. He finally cracks it open. He's like, you gotta delete the video.
There was no doctor. That wasn't a doctor. That was a nurse.
Okay. And I'm like, no. And he was like, well, I said, well, you guys said if I delete it, then I decided to play. Okay, fine. I'll delete the video. And he was like, well, now, no, it's too late. We're going to call the police. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. And I'm like, well, I don't have to give you my phone. Okay.
Can we please call the PD because I don't want my video online.
And you got other patients.
Okay.
So the moment you publish that, you're going to jail. You're breaking
Be careful for everybody watching this when some idiot cosplaying as authoritative, excuse me, position. Sorry, I'm just so heated over this. Start doing this. Careful. That's when you know they're fucking idiots. Look at them. Look at their.
Look at their permission.
Okay.
The patient did not give you permission.
Okay.
The doctor did not give you permission. You have multiple videos
Okay.
online.
And you got other patients too.
And you got other patients.
Okay.
So the moment you publish that, you're going to jail. You're
You
breaking
already
federal
did.
law. Is that clear?
Yeah, TikTok. It's over 1 million views already.
It wasn't over 1 million views. I checked it out when literally this was happening. Arguably, you can say it was over 500,000, and I say arguably because it was between a couple different, like, split across different videos. It wasn't over 1 million views. Not that really matters.
Okay.
All right.
All of a sudden, they push me basically outside of the hall because he's ganging up on me, like trying to square up on me, pushes me outside of the hall. How can you not let me open the door?
Let's leave.
What are you doing? Hey, why are you snatching my car?
Go.
You cannot just snatch my car.
Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
No, I'm recording for my safety.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Don't touch me.
Get
That's
out.
nuts.
Don't touch me.
That's fucking nuts.
Don't touch me.
Phone in your pocket.
No.
She's recording.
He reaches around me, knocks my glasses off, grabs me, snatches my phone out of my hand while I'm on live. It's up.
That's insane. I know the video at one point, like the actual live recording, which we have right here, so you can get a quick look at it. Somewhere here, it does go.
Record. So
like,
I guess I'm
it does
going
go,
to.
like, I'm assuming this is at one point where he grabbed it. Watch.
Get out.
Don't touch
You have to
me.
leave the hospital.
Don't touch me.
Phone in your pocket.
No.
And it just goes. It goes pause, right? Because it was I accidentally probably pressed
Oh.
the
She's
screen.
recording.
I'm not. No.
Press again.
I'm not. No.
Yes, she is.
No.
There. You hear it?
No.
Yes, she is.
No.
That's insane. That's insane. Like, that should have never happened. Again, regardless of what you feel about AUNTKAREN in her shenanigans, right? Because she does get into a lot of shenanigans. I will say that this did happen. Big freaking issue. And she is going to walk away probably with a big ass bag. The hospital's probably going to have to settle, you know? And I think there should be follow-up, right? Like, how are they improving their systems? Like, what are they doing? And as if you are, by the way, if you followed like those First Amendment audit channels, policy does not triumph the Constitution. A lot of people get pissed off and triggered when they hear that, but a policy that can exist, I would say, almost in any establishment, right, that's public facing, does not triumph the Constitution. Meaning, I can't put a policy, like if I had a business hypothetically, right, and I put like, oh, we're not going to serve white people. It's going to get shut down. If I put, I'm not going to serve Asian people. I'm not going to serve black people. You cannot do that. You can't say, well, it's our policy. It cannot. Like, it's just, you cannot do that, right? So the hospital saying like, oh, well, we had a policy against filming. One, she should have been made very well aware, right? And it should have been handled very differently. Not the way it was. Yeah, again, this revised real quick. Yeah, false imprisonment, right? Intimidation, a lot of misinformation saying, oh, HIPAA violation, we're going to send you to jail, hence the intimidation. You know, this whole situation is going to cost the hospital, you know, $250,000 after a lawyer gets done with it. But yeah, this is insane. I actually look forward to hearing more of how the hospital is going to, you know, train their staff and, you know, what policies they're implementing to make sure that their security detail, whatever security company they're hiring, is better equipped, better trained, is going to be, you know, the good choice of words here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I mean, are you in agreement? Are you still like, no, my anger for AUNTKAREN is way too big and screw her, and I don't care if she's right, you know, and everything you presented, JT, still screw her. I'm interested. You know me. I'm always in the comments. Let me know what you guys think down below. As always, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. You know, I say it all the time. I think I say it on this one right here, this default overlay. It's very little for you. Right here. No, where is it? There you go. It's right here. Read this real quick. Right? Just such a simple thing for you to do. But it means a lot to me, right? The notification bell and all that good stuff. It just tells YouTube, hey, this guy might be doing something right. But yeah, that's it. Until next time.